Welcome to the 2023 Lee Precision Pro 1000. So the Pro 1000 has been with us for almost 40 years. Next year it would celebrate its 40th anniversary. Released in 1984 by Richard Lee. Designed to be the cheapest progressive press on the market, and it's been that ever since 1984. Let's look at the history of the press. The press was designed in 1984, Frio turret, so you had 3 die stations on the press, fully progressive, had a primer feeder, and it stayed the same for a couple of years, and then in the 90s somewhere they decided to add a case sensor to activate the primer feeder. Otherwise the press would just feed primers even if there wasn't a case. And then the press stayed the same till 2017. In 2017, Lee updated the press. They gave the press a steel base with an indexing pin on the base to help with aligning the shell plate when priming at the bottom of the stroke. They also replaced the Z-Par case feeder with the spring case feeder that's on most of their presses at the moment. And they added a primer disposal through the ram, which was a great bonus because those old red-based Pro 1000s used to collect the old primers inside the base on your desk, and every now and again you had to remove it to take out the primers, otherwise the press would jam up. But yeah, that's about the changes they made to the press in almost 40 years. Now in 2023, they gave us not a new, but a greatly updated Pro 1000. Let's run through some of the changes quickly. Presses now ship with the auto drum, no more Pro Auto Disc, which is a great bargain because these auto drums work perfectly. You will notice I've got powder sticking to the inside of the hopper here. I'll give you a tip on that later on. The press doesn't have a turret anymore. Lee is doing away with all the turrets. All the new progressive presses work with breech lock bushings, these quick change bushings. So you can set your dies in there, locate them and lock them in place like that. They even give you one of these little tools with. So turret is gone. You got 3 die stations using the quick change breech lock bushings. Easy to do a caliber change there, and a big plus of that is there's no play in the turret. Turrets used to have a lot of play and that would cause inconsistencies. That's gone now. So you've got a solid two-lead with the quick change bushings, and it's the new type that don't have the lock, the Allen keys on it to lock it. It's now just like a normal lockering on the die. So it locks the die in place once you've set it, and it stays like that. It's the same on the Pro 6000, 6-pack Pro. I've tested it a lot. I've loaded a couple of hundred rounds on this press, and the dies stay the same. There's no problem with the dies moving or anything in that. Then the index system is now the same as on the 6-pack Pro and the Pro 4000. So Lee now, all their progressive presses uses the same index system. So it's got a driven clutch and a clutch to activate the indexing. There's no more timing screws or anything like that to struggle with. The indexing system on these new presses all work 100%. They're perfect. If they go out of alignment, it's quick to fix. You don't have to strip the press down or anything like that. New index rod here. You'll see it's a flat rod now, like on the 6-pack Pro and the Pro 4000. So the only difference between the indexing systems on those presses is the length of the index rod. Because this is a 3-hole shell plate, the Pro 4000 is 4-hole and the 6-pack Pro is 6-hole. So it's just the length of the index rods is different. All the other gears and everything, the clutches inside is the same across the range, which is great for a guy like me that have to keep space. Then the biggest plus of this new press is an adaptation of the 6-pack Pro's priming system. So you have a primer slider going all the way to the back, fetching a primer, and then as you go down, it places a primer on top of a priming pin and you prime. Now, this is an adaptation of the Pro 6000 6-pack Pro's priming system. It's a bit cheaper because it's made out of plastic, but it is the cheapest progressive press Lee sells at the moment. Now, this system works wonderfully. I've been priming on this press for how long now, and no missed primers. The only time you miss a primer, or if you do, is when you make a mistake. So just keep your primer trough full, and it will just keep on feeding primers. It's got the pin here riding up and down here to activate, to give us a bit of a shake, and it just works beautifully. Now also the plus point of that is you don't have to change the primer pin to go from large to small primers. It's just changing the little, what do they call it, guide on the primer slider to change from large to small or small to large. So that's a winner. So that's the press in a nutshell quickly. We're going to load a couple of rounds. We're going to show you how the press works, and we're going to strip down the carrier, because the biggest question everybody's been asking me is, can you adapt this primer system to an older Pro 1000? We'll answer those questions next. Thank you.